वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. Hi friends, today we are going to read Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 text 20. अथ व्यवस्थितान् दृष्टा धार्तराष्ट्रांक विध्वजः प्रवृत्ते शस्त्र समाप्ते धनुरुद्यम पांडवः ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यमिद महीपते. Meaning, at that time Arjun, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in military array, Arjun then spoke to Lord Krishna these words. Purport. The battle was just about to begin. It is understood from the above statement that the sons of Dhritarashtra were more or less disheartened by the unexpected arrangement of military force by the Pandavas, who were guided by the direct instruction of Lord Krishna on the battlefield. The emblem of Hanuman on the flag of Arjun is another sign of victory because Hanuman cooperated with Lord Ram in the battle between Ram and Ravan, and Lord Ram emerged victorious. Now both Ram and Hanuman were present on the chariot of Arjun to help him. Lord Krishna is Ram himself, and wherever Lord Ram is, his eternal servitor Hanuman and his eternal consort Sita, the goddess of fortune, are present. Therefore, Arjun had no cause to fear any enemies whatsoever, and above all, the Lord of the senses, Lord Krishna, was personally present to give him direction. Thus, all good counsel was available to Arjun in the matter of executing the battle. In such auspicious conditions, arranged by the Lord for his eternal devotee, lay the signs of assured victory. Text 21 to 22. Arjun उवाच सैन्योरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापय मेच्युत यावदेतान्निरीक्षेऽहं योद्धुकामानवस्थितान् कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यमस्मिरणं समुद्यमे. Meaning, Arjun said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. Purport. Although Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, out of his causeless mercy he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection for his devotees, and thus he is addressed herein as infallible. As charioteer, he had to carry out the orders of Arjun, and since he did not hesitate to do so, he is addressed as infallible, although he had accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee. His supreme position was not challenged. In all circumstances, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Rishikesa, the Lord of the total senses. The relationship between the Lord and his servitor is very sweet and transcendental. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord, and similarly the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to render some service to the devotee. He takes greater pleasure in his pure devotees assuming the advantageous position of ordering him than he does in being the giver of orders. Since he is master, everyone is under his orders and no one is above him to order him. But when he finds that a pure devotee is ordering him, he obtains transcendental pleasure, although he is the infallible master in all circumstances. As a pure devotee of the Lord, Arjun had no desire to fight with his cousins and brothers, but he was forced to come onto the battlefield by the obstinacy of Duryodhan, who was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiation. Therefore, he is very anxious to see who the leading persons present on the battlefield were. Although there were no question of a peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. Text 23. योत्स्यमाना नवेक्षेऽहं य एतेऽत्र समागता धार्तराष्ट्रस्य दुर्भेदे युद्धे प्रियचिकीर्षवः. Meaning, let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Purpose. It was an open secret that Duryodhan wanted to usurp the kingdom of the Pandavas by evil plans in collaboration with his father Dhritarashtra. Therefore, all persons who had joined the side of Duryodhan must have been birds of the same feather. Arjun wanted to see them on the battlefield because the fight was begun, just to learn who they were, but he had no intention of proposing peace negotiations with them. It was also a fact that he wanted to see them to make an estimate of the strength which he had to face, although he was quite confident of victory because of Krishna was sitting by his side. Text 24. Sanjay Uvach Eva Mukto Rishi केशो गुडाकेशन भारत सैन्योरुभयोर्मध्ये स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम्. Meaning, Sanjaya said, O descendant of Bharat, having thus been addressed by Arjun, Lord Krishna drew up the fine chariot in the midst of the armies of both parties. But in this verse, Arjun is referred to as Gudakesa. Gudaka means sleep, and one who conquers sleep is called Gudakesa. Sleep also means ignorance. So Arjun conquered both sleep and ignorance because of his friendship with Krishna. As a great devotee of Krishna, he could not forget Krishna even for a moment, because that is the nature of a devotee. Either in walking or in sleep, a devotee of the Lord can never be free from thinking of Krishna's name, form, qualities and pastimes. Thus, a devotee of Krishna can conquer both sleep and ignorance simply by thinking of Krishna constantly. This is called Krishna consciousness or Samadhi. As Rishikesha, or the director of the senses and mind of every living entity, Krishna could understand Arjun's purpose in placing the chariot in the midst of the armies. Thus he did so and spoke as follows. Text 25. Bhishma Drona Pramukhatah Sarvesham Cha Mahikshhitam Uvach Parth Pashyetas Tan Samvetan Kuruniti. Meaning, in the presence of Bhishma, Drona and all the other chieftains of the world, the Lord said, just behold, Parth, all the Kurus assembled here. As the super soul of all living entities, Lord Krishna could understand what was going on in the mind of Arjun. The use of the word Rishikesa in this connection indicates that he knew everything, and the word Parth or the son of Kunti or Parth is also similarly significant in reference to Arjun. As a friend, he wanted to inform Arjun that because Arjun was the son of Parth, the sister of his own father Vasudeva, he had agreed to be charioteer of Arjun. Now what did Krishna mean when he told Arjun to behold the Kurus? Did Arjun want to stop there and not fight? Krishna never expected such things from the son of his aunt Parth. The mind of Arjun was thus predicted by the Lord in friendly joking. So friends, we have just finished chapter 1, text 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So tomorrow we will start from chapter 1, text 26. Om नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमः. Om Lakshmi Narayan Namah. Thank you so much.